Hello student, in last class I have introduced you general solution and principal solution. Principal solution, that means regarding the given trigonometrical term and its value, define your angle, possible angle from 0 to 2 pi. So these are called the principal solution. Whereas in general solution we try to find out all possible solution regarding given angle and respective value. Now sine term I have introduced you for defining your general solution. So today two more we are going to discuss and question relate to them. Now the second one is a cos term for which general solution is to be defined. So how it can be defined? Let your cos x is available as a cos y form. Cos y means any of the angle value it will be available. Suppose it is 1 by 2. So particular case also I am going to write and general form also I am going to write. Now here cos of x with respect to your half value means at the 60 degree your cos tends to half. So this will be your cos of pi by 3. Now general solution we are going to write for your cos is x is equal to 2n pi plus minus y. Here normally y you will write is solution in this closed interval 0 to pi. So this way this angle is to be defined. So in our case if you write the general solution, so it will be for your this particular case. If you define your general solution, it will be 2n pi plus minus pi by 3, whereas n is belongs to set of integers. So this way your cos term can be defined as a general solution form. Now the last term is your tangent. If your term is available with the tangent form as tan x is a tan of y. So in that case you can define your general solution in terms of x and y as means any of the value which is available with the numerical solution. Try to convert, means compulsory you have to convert in form of the tangent and respective angle form, and then you define your general solution as x is equal to n pi plus y, where your in normal case y will belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And if you are not comfort with this negative sign, you can select even possible solution of y for which your negative value tends. For positive value there is no issue, but for negative value you can select that value also in quadrant system first where tangent tends to a negative solution. So that way also you can select, and if you are comfort with the negative solution you can write both the answers are correct. So just for example we take for the tangent, suppose tan x is available as a 1. So this one means tan pi by 4 you will have as a angle form. Here your y is developed as a pi by 4. So here the general solution you will write is x is equal to n pi plus pi by 4, where n is belongs to z. So this way you can define your tangent with a general solution form. So it was all about the general solution when your question is available with sine, cos and tangent form. Now let's try to attend some question in which principal values or principal solution or general solutions are to be evaluated. So let's start your exercise 3.4. In 3.4, first we will discuss the first question in which both type of solution means principal as well as general solutions are being asked for given cases. So let's start with the first one itself. Your first function or equation is available in form of tangent, tan x is under root 3. So first we will define our principal solution for which this under root 3 will exist. Now here under root 3 means basically being a positive quantity, you are in the first quadrant, and under root 3 means the value of x, it will be your 60 degree, means pi by 3. So principal solution first we will define as, first we will go for writing with respect to this 10x, this x may carry first value is a pi by 3, means 60 degree, and the another one it may be your tangent is positive, means it is possible in your third quadrant, so it will be your pi plus pi by 3, or it can be expressed as x is equal to pi by 3 and take LCM, so it will be your 4 pi by 3. So these are called the principal solution for given trigonometrical form. Now you move towards its a general solution. In general solution, first of all we write the given question form, and then this under root 3 you will write with the first solution regarding your principal one, and if principal is not being asked, so what is the first possibility regarding the angle, that you will write over there. So this will be your 10x as a 10 pi by 3. What the general solution we have written regarding your tangent, x is equal to n pi plus y. So here in place of x you are getting x only. In place of y, we have generated pi by 3. So that we will write over there as a x is equal to n pi plus pi by 3, where n will belongs to z. So this way you can find out both principal solution as well as general solution for given trigonometrical equation. Now let's try to define one more question, that is the fourth part of the same. Here in the fourth part, your question is cosec x as a minus 2. In terms of cosec, we have not defined any of the general solution. Basically, we have defined general solution in terms of sine, cos and tangent. So if their reciprocal terms are available, convert that form in the standard form as a sine, cos and tangent, and then try to write their principal and general solution. So first of all, we go for conversion of this cosec into a sine, that is a reciprocal form. So let's start with the solution with the reciprocal form. Here it is a cosec x minus 2. So obviously the sine, it will be minus 1 upon 2. Now we will think about this sine with negative solution. So here negative sine, it is possible when you are in a third quadrant and in fourth quadrant. So here first of all we are talking about the principal solution regarding the given term. So first we will write a principal solutions Okay, so here sin x is available with the minus half. In first quadrant and second quadrant, your sign is positive, so no need to think about these two quadrant angle. So move towards the third and fourth, in which compulsory sign you will get as a negative quantity. So let's define x for this minus half. First of all, you will think about this half. When sign will give you half value, this angle is 30 degree, means pi by 6. So when you are defining any of the angle in a third quadrant, it will be pi plus theta, and when you are defining any of the angle in a fourth quadrant, it is 2 pi minus theta. Here your theta is pi by 6, that is 30 degree. So from this value you will decide about the theta angle, and on basis of this sign you will decide about the position of this given angle in a quadrant system. So on basis of that the principal solution you will define. So here it will be x as a, first you will talk about the third quadrant, means pi plus pi by 6. This 30 you will pick up from this half. This half will give you this 30 degree with respect to this sine term. Or another you will have is 2 pi minus pi by 6. So these two will give you solution regarding x. So here x will turn is, take LCM, 6 plus 1, 7 pi by 6, and another one it will be 12 minus 1 means 11 pi by 6. So these are the two principal solution with respect to this sine and x value. Now we move towards the general solution for this sine minus half. So secondly we will define here general solution for given sin x is minus half. For general solution, first we will define angle. Here angle can be defined in two ways. I told in the last case also, if you are not sure about writing your negative angle, you can write this angle what you are going to pick up at the first principal solution. And if you are sure about your negative solution, because I told to write its y as a closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So here I am writing both the solution which is convenient to you, you can follow. So first I am going to write the same angle, sin x as a sine 7 pi by 6. Here y is 7 pi by 6. Now general solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 power n into y. Y means what? 7 pi by 6. Or it can be short up, nothing is to be adjusted as such, it is to be copied, where n is belongs to z. So this way this sine solution is to be right. One more method you can write here only because negative sign is written. Or another option you can write is sine x is given as minus half. It can be expressed as a sine minus pi by 6 even. Sine minus theta we know it is minus sine theta. So it will turn to a negative solution. So now in place of y this is to be put. This is also correct. This way also it will be considered correct. So x will be, general solution formula will remain same everywhere for all the cases. This negative you can insert over here. So it will be x is equal to n pi minus 1 power n pi by 6. This is also correct way of writing your general solution. So this way on basis of any of the term you can define your principal as well as general solution. So any of the term in this 3-6 trigonometrical term you can handle, I think so. Now move towards the next type of question in which somewhat trigonometrical equations are being defined, and on basis of that general solution we have to write. To handle such type of question you should be very clear about handling of the formula form in the given trigonometrical forms, otherwise problem may be rise. So let's start with that type of combination in which general equations are being asked for given some trigonometrical equation form, means separate terms are not available. In a mixed form your terms are given. So first of all you have to make a separation of the term, for which general solution you have to write. Now first we look at Now here everywhere general solutions are being asked. First question we are going to attend, that is question number 5, in which this way your cos terms are given. So here direct we can't make a cos cancel and have a solution x. This is not the way of writing. So first of all, this cos 2x you shift towards this side. Here we know the formula sin x minus sin y, which is available in form of sin. So that you will implement over here cos minus cos. So it will give you the sin formula, that will be minus 2 sin sum of these two. Now I hope the formulas are clear to you. So now I am not going to write the formula form, direct application I am doing. Minus 2 sin x plus y by 2 sin x minus y by 2. Make them short up. Negative you can avoid. This 2 also you can avoid. 2 is not equal to 0. So we will left with the 2 term, that is 6x by 2 sin 2x by 2 is equal to 0. Here you will have sin 3x into sin x as a 0. Here you can see product of two sine terms you are getting is 0. So one by one we have to make them 0, and for both the case you will write the 0 solution. 0 solution already we have discussed in the beginning of the trigonometry. So for sine the 0 solution was n pi. So for both you will write the same combination. So first case, sine of 3x you will write as 0. So 0 solution for sine is n pi. So here it will be n pi. Make sure that your x is being separate. So x is equal to n pi by 3. Here everywhere n will belongs to z. Move for the second possibility, that is sine of x is equal to 0. X you will have as a n pi. Nothing is to be divided because here x is separate itself. So here it will be n is belongs to z. So either x may be this one or this one. So final solution we will write it as general solution is x is equal to n pi by 3 or n pi where n is belongs to z, or in the union form also you can describe your answer form. So this way, on basis of the formulas, situations are to be handled. So in order to that, move towards the next type, that is question number 6, in which 3 terms are available. In 6th one, question is given is cos of 3x plus cos of x minus cos of 2x is equal to 0. In this type of combination, you have to think about the given angle forms. On addition or subtraction, somewhat common angle you can produce. Now here you see, if you combine these two, 3x plus x means 4x, make it divide by 2, cos 2x will be generated. So easily cos 2x we can take a common. So no need to think about the any other combination form. So first we start with this given cos of 3x, cos of x minus cos of 2x is equal to 0. Now here, in first these two terms implement the formula as cos x plus cos y. That formula also I have introduced you. What was that? 2 cos x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2. Here your x is 3x whereas y is x. So implement the formula in between these two terms. This is 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 cos 3x minus x by 2 minus cos of 2x keeping as such. Make them add and divide by 2. This will give you cos 2x 4x upon 2. This is 2x upon 2 means cos x only you will have minus cos of 2x. It is clear from these two steps that your cos 2x is common over here. Inside the bracket you will left with the 2 cos of x minus 1. Now you see these two terms are written in a product form and its product you are getting as 0. So one by one you can turn each term to 0. So it will give you further two general solution. So first of all, make your cos 2x as a 0. For cos x also we have defined 0 solution, that was 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So that we are going to write over here as a 2x form. So 0 solution for cos you will write as 2x 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. X is to be separate out, so make it divide over here. So x will be 2n plus 1 pi by 4 where n is belongs to z. So this is the first solution we are getting. Move towards the second bracket, which is 2 cos of x minus 1 is equal to 0. From here cos x you make separate. Cos of x is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means which degree? It is 60. Pi by 3. So here cos of x you will write as cos pi by 3. Now x for general solution is a 2n pi plus minus pi by 3 where n is belongs to z. So here this way two solutions you are getting for your cos way. So in general solution we will write the final answer as general solution is x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 4 or 2n pi plus minus pi by 3 where n is belongs to z. So this way you can combine your two solution form. So this is the one of the another example in which general solutions can be written. Now we move towards the next one in which again we are having a different type of combination relate with the sine and cos. Anyhow the terms are to be sought out for separation of the given combinations and then you can define your general solution for a given combination form. Now the next is a seventh one, sine of 2x plus cos of x is equal to 0. Here you see both the terms are the distinct one. So none of them can be related with the direct formula form. So first of all we try to make any of the terms separate on basis of given combination. So for your reference this cos x is available. We know the formula of sine 2x, it can be written as 2 sin x cos x. So cos x you can take common, so your term will be separate out. So let's start with the given form sine 2x plus cos of x is equal to 0. Sine 2x formula we know 2 sin x cos x, cos of x common, now you can see both the terms are separate for their general solution. So first of all cos x we make compared with 0, another 2 sin x plus 1 make it compare with the 0 and find out the respective answer form. So the first one is cos x is equal to 0, it's 0 solution. X is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Nothing more is to be adjusted. Next is a 2 sine of x plus 1, that is 0. Make your sign separate. Minus half means again you are in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Pi plus 30 degree pi by 6, 7 pi by 6. So here this is sin x, sin pi plus pi by 6. First possible solution, that is sin 7 pi by 6. Now we write the general solution for sin x n pi plus minus 1 power n 7 pi by 6. So this way in combined form you can write your general solution express. So general solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 power n into 7 pi by 6 or 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n is belongs to z. So this way final answer form is to be expressed. Now we move towards the one more equation in which sec and tangents are available. That is an important form because that combination is quite a distinct one. Next is question number 8. Sec square 2x is equal to 1 minus tan 2x. Now, if any of the term you are going to make a separate, that means all the trigonometrical terms should be in a same form. Means sec we have to convert in form of tangent, that is easily possible to make it right with the help of the identity. So let's start with given sec square. Because of the square term easily it can be changed. This sin 2x it not possible to, this tangent not possible to change with the sec form. So this sec we can write as 1 plus tan square 2x. This is 1 minus tan 2x. 1 cancel. This minus term you shift over there. Tan square 2x plus tan of 2x is equal to 0. Here easily you can make this common, that is tan of 2x plus 1. Here again two terms are written with the product form. So here make them 0 one by one. For tan 2x is equal to 0. Normally with the tan 0 solution we write the sine form. So this is tangent means sin 2x upon cos 2x. 0 means sin 2x you are having as a 0 solution. For sin 0 solution we know that is n pi. X will be separated out as n pi by 2. Go for the second combination, that is tan 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Means tan 2x you will write as minus 1. So the first possibility is a pi minus pi by 4. So here it is tan 2x as a tan first negative in a second quadrant. That's why pi minus pi by 4 means 3 pi by 4. General solution for tangent, that is 2x n pi plus 3 pi by 4. Make x separate means 1 upon 2 n pi plus 3 pi by 4. Make them multiply also, else it can be kept. So in a combined form these two will give you the general solution regarding the given trigonometrical term. So either this or this can be considered as a general solution form. In short, I am giving you hint for the last question, that is question number 9, in which the terms are available as sin x, sin 3x, sin 5x. Here first you make these two combined. So sin 3x you will create as a common term. On making them combined, implement the formula sin 3x you will have as a common term, and then easily you can write its a general solution. So this way different type of combination you can handle for given trigonometrical equation with respect to principal solution and a general solution. Thank you.